right, glue this to our stick, and then we're going to glue our flower here too. Yeah, like it slanted because I don't want to cover up my word. Welcome back to Patty Loves Paper. I'm Patty, and today we are working on the purple journal again. And I recently made this button closure, and I thought I would show you how I did that. And since I'm going to be dyeing the elastic, I thought I would do a couple of other things that included dyeing. So let's get started. So we have some elastic here, and then I also want to make some of the popsicle stick flowers that I saw on Mimi's Crafty Shop. So I'm going to use a couple of these flowers. And then I'm going to make some postcards that I saw on Miss Paint-A-Lot's channel. So this first button closure comes from a video I watched by Journals for Life. And she showed us how to make a button closure with some elastic, and we're going to do that now. But I don't want it white. I want to color it. So we're going to use some inks. And I have milled lavender, villainous potion, and seedless preserves. So while we're at that, we are going to also dye some of these cards to make postcards with, and then we're going to dye these flowers. So we're going to start with our milled lavender here. We'll do our seedless preserves here, and we'll do our villainous potion here. All right. Now first I want to start out by not adding water to the ink. I'm going to add water to my flower. So, and I don't want to dye the whole thing. I just want some bits of it, so I may want to wet it again, just depending on how it's coming out. So I'm going to pull some of these petals back to get some color on the underneath part. And that one's coming out pretty nice so far. I think I might need to wet my flower again. And I like the way that's coming out. So we're going to put this over here, and we're going to wet it a little more, let those colors kind of meld together. I think I want to get this area too. All right. And again, I'm going to give it a little spritz just to kind of wet it and keep those colors moving a little bit as they start to dry. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Just taking it around and smashing it in some of the ink in different spots. And I like the way that's coming out too. And let's see if we can get a little bit more down in there. And then let's wet that and let those colors kind of run together. All right, so now we're gonna do our cards. We're gonna save our elastic for last. First, I'm gonna do the cards with no water added. And I'm just getting a little bit of color on those. Just getting a little bit of color here and there. I don't want the whole thing covered. I just want some splotches here and there. And I'm trying not to get my hands all in the ink. All right, let's do one more of those. Well, I've got 2 more pages. I might as well just do 2. I'll do both of them. I think I got some beads from the flowers in there. All right, now, oh no, we got one more, sorry. All right, now we're just gonna wet this up a little bit and then go back and add a little bit more to that. That might be a little bit too dark for us. They're pretty though. Let's go back with some milk lavender. I don't want to add too much water. I just kind of want some background color. Just like that. And then I'm going to come back with this one. Yep. That's what I'm looking for right there. All right. All right, I like it. All right, now we're going to take our leftovers. I think we need a little bit more milled lavender, so let's get some more of that in there. And this one may need to be re-inked. All right, and I'm just going to take our elastic. I don't think I'm going to be able to save my hands from getting inked up on this one. I just want it here and there. I don't want the same color throughout. Giving us that mottled look. I kind of like that. All right, now we'll come back and try to get some of the areas that don't have any ink. in with some of the seedless preserves. And we'll try to do the milled lavender too. I don't know why it's so hard for me to talk when the video's on. It's like I pause for 10 seconds or more in between words in a sentence. There we go. Alright, so this is coming along, and we're going to let that dry. And you can see we have some different shades in there. All right, and we will clean this up a little bit. Alright, and I think we got a little water underneath, so we'll get that clean too. And then what I did for the other one is I just came and kind of dotted out the water a little bit just to kind of help it dry faster. Alright, let's get a paper towel and just kind of see like that. Alright, and now you can see there's some different coloring in there. The darker being the Villainous Potion, and then the lighter being the milled lavender with the seedless preserves in the middle. Just give my hands a quick little clean so we can keep going. All right, and we're going to let all of that dry while we move on to the next thing. I think we need another paper towel. All right, so this will all be drying, and we will start with our popsicle sticks. And we did this in another video with our Cracker Box journal, but I liked it so much that I wanted to do it again. And so here we are, we're going to do it again. So this is an old Stampin' Up! Stamp that I have that is probably 20 years old. And I'm just going to ink up my stamp and stamp on the popsicle sticks. I just want a little bit of writing on there. Try to do both at a time. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice. All right. And that's what we were looking for, just some little script. Clean this stamp off, get it back in its home, and close up our ink. Alright, so one thing that I have is some tulle in light purple. I don't know if you can see that, and darker purple. I don't think you can really tell. Of course, with my hands being purple, it's hard to tell anything. So we're going to use some tulle. We're going to use another piece of this old shirt. And this is just an old shirt that I've had probably 30 years. Do a little piece of pattern paper. Maybe a little piece of cheesecloth for each one. I think I need to have my scissors sharpened. Need another piece of pattern. And we'll do some pearls and some hemp twine and maybe some ribbon too. I don't know if this is going to be too dark. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too dark. Okay, so I made these two flower sickle sticks and I messed up my video. So I'm going to redo these or recreate these with this one just to show you how I did it. So we have our little popsicle stick with our script writing. We have our flower that we dyed, and then we have some scraps. We have some tulle, piece of a shirt, pattern, and a piece of cheesecloth. And we're going to put all this together to kind of replicate these. So let's see if we can do it without everything sticking to me. And we're going to try that. Alright, so first thing that we did is we want to take several of our layers, just kind of get them in different directions so you can see a little bit of everything. And we're going to staple these right in the center. And we're not going to see the staple because we're going to glue this to our stick, and then we're going to glue our flower here too. So it's going to cover up our staple. Alright, so now let's start gluing everything in. I'm going to glue this first. A nice blob of glue there. Get it to hold nicely. And we're going to get our tool. We're just going to do something a little different, just kind of smush it together, put glue on both sides. And let's get that glued down. I think I had another piece of tulle, yes, right here. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing with this one, glue on both sides. Well, that was hot. And there I go, gluing myself to the project again. All right. And I think we're going to glue our ribbon next. We don't need all of this. Just need a little bit of it. A little glue here. It's some kind of hot, and I think I have it on low. See if I have any skin left. I might. All right. And let's do our pearls. I don't want these to be the same length, so we'll cut these and we'll add a little glue here to have these coming off the side. All right. Whoa, it got me again. That is some hot glue. I guess that's where it gets its name. All right. This is kind of wild with all this glue going everywhere. All right. Let's get our flower on. Let's see if I learned my lesson. I can avoid being burned. All right, that's cute. Very cute. I like it a lot. All right. And I have this little hemp twine bow we can kind of put right to the side on our ribbon. Let's see if we'd look better over here. No, I think I'd prefer not to use it. I think I'd prefer to just kind of leave it off. Maybe we'll add it to this one. Yeah, that might be nice. Let's do that. All right, so we'll glue this one. There we go. All right, now all we have to do is remove all of our little glue threads and we're done. So that is what we missed in the video that I messed up, but I think you get a good idea of how all three of these were made. I think they came out really cute. The last thing I want to do is I want to ink up this popsicle stick. Just give it a little bit of color. All right. I think I like that. All right. The last thing we're going to do are our postcards. And when I looked at my postcards that we did on the beginning of this, it kind of came out kind of dark for our postcard stamp. So I did a couple more just to make it come out a little bit better, and then I stamped the postcard stamp at the top, and I just drew the line down the center. And so now we will get a couple of flowers, maybe some greenery. I think Miss Paint-A-Lot did another sticker, another stamp. Let's see. Maybe this portion here. And might want it in a lighter brown. Let's see. We have the rich cocoa. And we can stamp that off. I don't even think we have to stamp it off. Okay. And then we can use some of this here. Yeah, like it. Yeah, I like the way that came out. Okay. All right, finish with that stamp. And let's get some stickers. Let's see about some leaf stickers. And then maybe a flower or two on top. I don't want anything too overpowering. Let's see. I think those are too light. Kind of like that. All right, and let's see if we can find some flower stickers too to go on top. And I don't know if we have many purples. There's some pretty purple ones. But I don't know, maybe I don't want to go with purple. Maybe we want a little pop of color. Some pretty purple too. It's a little bush of daisies. Oh, look how pretty these are. I kind of like that, and I kind of like that. Let's see if we can make that work for us. I don't even think we need this. Yeah, I think we need the greenery on this one. Yeah, I think that's the one. That's what we want to go with. All right. Let's see if I can get these pulled apart without too much trouble. See if we can use this without cutting a finger off. And if we do cut the finger off, I hope it's the one I burned. There's glue still on my finger. let's see. All right, we got that one started, but we want to put this one first. All right, there we go. Not too bad. All right. I want to kind of slant it because I don't want to cover up my word at the top. Cute, very cute. All right, we didn't lose any fingers. So one more missing. Okay. All right, so there's our postcards. All we have to do is back back it with some journaling paper, and then find a spot for it in our journal. And that's what I have today. So we did our button closure, in which we dyed our white elastic. Well, we dyed our white elastic with the 3 different purple colors. And we tied a knot underneath our button. I really like the way that came out. I think it complements the colors on the cover very nicely. And then we dyed our flowers. I messed up the video, and then I redid one of them. I think this is the one I redid on the video, so that you could see how all 3 of these were made. I think they came out very, very cute. This was from Journals for Life. They taught me how to do that with a video. Mimi's Crafty Shop taught me how to do these. They didn't do these exactly the way I did it, but the idea came from Mimi's Crafty Shop. And then this idea came from Miss Paint A Lot. Mine didn't come out quite like hers, but I still like the way they came out. Well, that will do it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed crafting with me and making a couple of little things for our journal. And I hope we'll see each other again. Bye-bye. I hope you're enjoying junk journaling with me, and I hope you'll join me for my next video. Until then, bye-bye.